Good morning, everybody. Medication. I hope there's happiness in the world today. And yeah. So, quick update then. An interesting day. First of all, yesterday. Yesterday was a great day. Work was brilliant. Really relaxed, calm, potted about. Thought about loads of questions. Over medicated because I was driving and maybe bored. But really, yeah, it was a really positive day. However, some negative thoughts really about my mum and dad. Someone coming. It looks weird me sitting here smoking a big fat joint and talking to a camera. Hold on. I don't know why I get paranoid about that, but I just do. It's weird. Anyway, so yeah, I had a bit of a negative thought because I recognise something that usually kind of could be a catalyst to either a bit of a downer or some bad thoughts or whatever. And it gets surprise, it's to do with my parents. And by the way, I got thinking I'm going to do like a bit of a longer video to give some context to the story and some background to the story on each of the on the story, the full story. And my parents, you'll see, will come up quite prominently because I've learned that I have some childhood traumatic experiences and never dealt with them, but that's something that I'd love to go into because I'm learning about it. Unfortunately, pretty much learning alone. I'd love to be learning this with a psychotherapist and dealing with it, and that's particularly why I'm interested in psychedelics, because you're getting to your deep root causes of your problems in order to come to peace with them. So it makes sense to me. So anyway, I'll do that. And then so my concerns were growing in my head, and I'm not sleeping very well because of the side effects of coming off this medication that I was on, which again I'm going to do a video on. But I'm struggling with the side effects, and sleep is one of them. So I woke up and wrote down my concerns and thought, you know what, I'm going to have this out with them and clear this up right away, instead of doing usually what I usually do, moan about it, not procrastinate about it, but certainly procrastinate about doing anything about it, to the point of never doing anything about it, and then getting myself into an absolute 2 and 8. So I wrote it down, and chance have it, my dad was up early doing emails, so I jumped at the opportunity and had it out with him really carefully, and made sure that he understood. So let's see how that progresses. I'm hoping for some positive action. And you know what it's about? It's about me fucking being honest to them and being able to share some of my experiences so that maybe they understand and they can help. That's all I want to do. Because these things that they don't understand, and their knowledge, their opinion is formed based upon either media or just a history of us believing in what the doctors say and what the doctors prescribe. So it's going to take a bit of a push to get these guys to admit that to be okay with the fact that they may be wrong, just maybe they may be wrong. And to recognise at least that there's an alternative to try that may be better than the previous one. So my job in this process is to slowly educate them. I've been piling on documentaries and things like that, and a slow pace, and I had a breakthrough with my dad the other day, and in my mind, when I've run it, I was like, yeah, I cracked it, I've got them, they're on my side, fantastic. And this has kind of just made me realise, checked me, and I've gone, they're slowly coming round to the fact, but they're old. And it's going to take a little longer than what I anticipated. That's fine. Now I know that, and if I can communicate that with them, and they can tell me that, then we can work together on this, and it hasn't got to be a freaking ball ache like it has been. So great. So I feel great for that. I feel great. Could start the day. Because I thought I wasn't going to be able to have that conversation till the night time, so I'd been screwing on it throughout the day probably. So now it's off my mind, so now I can kind of think about how to communicate with them now, and it starts by them talking to each other and accepting to each other that, you know, I'm flipping getting on a bit now, but I am still their son, and if I would do whatever it takes for my daughter if she was struggling to be happy. So that's I can't understand why they can't get to that. So let's see if they do. Yeah. Wow. Sorry, a bit emotional. So so today, also what I wanted to say is the actual therapy that I'm doing, or that I'm like looking at the schedule that I'm replacing. Let me get this right. Like the important elements of my life that I think I should work on in order to improve my mental health are following. Basically, like I did, so, as you know, psychedelic psychotherapy, medical marijuana, a heavy importance on what I intake for my fuel. I'm calling it fuel, food, basically. And I'm really going to be, because as I'm starting to become aware of my body, just researching psychedelic psychotherapy has made me think in a different way. And all of the things that the psychedelic psychotherapy say it does, like take you back to your childhood memories and deal with them. Well, I'm thinking, fuck it, like, I can't do it at the moment because of this coronavirus. So let's go back to them childhood memories anyway and try and figure it out myself. And I'm not going to be granted, I'm not going to be able to get that far with it probably, but it's definitely helping to just refocus my way of thinking. And sorry, lost my train of thought. Sorry, psychedelic therapy. So medical marijuana, so food. Yeah, so I'm starting to recognize, like, my gut. I'm starting to recognize, like, feelings and say, well, yeah, there's pain there. There's inflammation there, it feels like. Or, you know, I'm not, I'm definitely not performing well. I'm not buzzing yet, as in, you know, like, fit body and stuff. But that's something I really want to concentrate on as part of the therapy. Like, really put placement on it, really put meaning on it. This is so important for my mental health. This is like taking a pill. Everything I take should be for the benefit of me. So that's what I'm going to try, and let's see how that goes. Next thing's exercise, and the exercise, I'm riding my bike at the moment. I'm riding my bike in the morning. I was in the mornings and in the evenings. I don't know, about 4 or 5 kilometers, and I've put loads of weight on since I've been sick. So now it's a case of shifting some weight, and then slowly but surely increasing it to getting back to what I usually do, which is running, boxing, stuff like that. And then there's a whole heap of other stuff, but I've written out this spreadsheet, and I'll go into it on another video, because yeah, let's see if it works. It's really interesting to me to be recording it on a daily basis, because this is a big leap of big leap of faith into like a new world. And you know, that alone has been a positive impact, because now, like before, I could never keep a diary. I never had the motivation. I thought the questions were all bullshit. I didn't get the meaning of them. Like, what the fuck does how do you feel today mean? I didn't even get that. And therefore, like, why am I going to pick up a book and put myself through that pain of going through those questions? But now I've got a new like attachment, emotional attachment, like my daughter, to get back to her. This is now, for whatever reason it wasn't before. I don't know, maybe it wasn't, or whatever it was. Let's find out. But now there's a deep emotional attachment to it that's allowing me to do these videos, even to record. I'll never do that, but never ever would I even think about doing that. So it's already been a positive impact. So like, let's see, once the facts start rolling in and some actual therapy starts kicking in. But for now, self-medicating. Just done my CBD. That arrived. Provacan. 2,400 milligrams. I just went for the strongest one. I mean, I'm coming off these meds in the complete wrong way, like totally wrong. Just stop taking them, because there's a story behind it. But like, the fact is, I've got no real support, and maybe it's out there, but I don't feel like it's out there, and that's something. Maybe that's my problem. But I don't feel like it's out there, so I've just kind of rolled with it. But now, obviously, working with my parents, at least I've got some support. And obviously, Sam, big man, couldn't do it without you, bro. So, Mila, I'm on my way to you, baby. I love you. Peace out. Have a good day, everyone.